Ready, sir?
When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others down and out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it. Never let go, stand tall and hold tight.
What's up, guys? I'm out here about to climb this pine tree right here. We're all set up. We gotta take a couple little crepe myrtles out. But today you're actually gonna climb a tree with me since I actually have a GoPro now. So, see you guys on the trip.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our vlog. You can probably tell it in my voice and my attitude that I'm just not feeling very good today, like, at all. I honestly don't know why. It really might be because this is such a beautiful angle, isn't it? I think it's because that I didn't go to bed till almost 1 a.m. last night, and then I had to get up at 6 this morning. I feel like my body needs and is just used to getting more sleep than that. And so when I woke up this morning, I still don't feel all the way like right and good. So I don't know what's going on. Sissy throw the bottle at you? Anyways. Son, what's the problem? Leave her alone. She's not even messing with you. Today's gonna be a very stressful day, I can already tell. Whew, and days like this used to, when I was in active addiction, times like this, waking up feeling horribly, like just not feeling good, makes you, or I would used to just want to get high, deal with it after I'm high, or just say to myself, I'm not going to be able to do anything today. I'm not going to be able to make it through the day unless I get high. And, whew, it's times like these that make me remember how I used to approach situations, every situation, and it just makes me very thankful that I have such a strong support system around me, and I have such a strong sobriety. I feel like that even though that I think back about those times, I never want to be like that again. Like I never, because I know, y'all, it's so hard to freaking vlog anything with these kids, I swear. But waking up feeling like I did and just feeling horrible, and then the stress of the kids, like I said, used to, I would just cover all that up. Anything I was feeling, any problems I had to face, just anything that I was feeling, I took a pill to cover my pain up, to cover how I was feeling up, and then I would just, in my mind, be like, after I get high, I'll deal with it. After I get high, I'll do whatever it is that I was gonna do. But it just makes me so thankful. Now, even though I still feel like crap, and I still feel super stressed out, I know that it's better to feel those feelings and work through them instead of just covering them up and keep burying them deeper and deeper and deeper. But I know that it's just so much better to work through those feelings, work through those problems with a clear mind, and that's just something you have to really retrain your brain to do, because your brain is not the same after you've been addicted to any kind of drug for 10 years. But yeah, we went live last night on Real Talk Recovery, that channel with Nicole. Toby's flipping out over here. And I was super nervous before it started, and the devil really tried to not get me and Heath to do it because we didn't fight all day yesterday. And it's very rare that we fight like we used to, because used to we were just bottling up our emotions, covering how we felt with pills, and then we'd have a day where we didn't have anything, and all of those emotions would just come blurting out, and it was not good days. And yesterday, right before we were supposed to go on, we just got into a huge fight, and I was like, I'm not even doing it. I don't even want to do it anymore. So I'm happy that we did, and hold on, because Heath is calling me. I don't even remember the last thing I was talking about, but that train that Ramsey's been flipping out about all morning, that Heath got him at friggin' Goodwill because he needed a train that big. He didn't need anything, but I look like crap today, y'all. I didn't wash my face last night. Anyways, I took that train outside, and he's still flipping out. I took him to his room, and I told him when he gets done flipping out, he can come back down. So I just do that now, because when he sits down here and screams and pitches a fit, it makes my anxiety literally go through the roof. It gives me a headache, and it's a lot. But so now, instead of sitting down here arguing with him, I take him up to his room and tell him, when you're done crying, pitching a fit, tell me and I will come and get you. And he normally does. He normally will sit up there, calm down, and then I'll go get him. So hopefully that will happen soon. I don't hear him yelling anymore. So maybe he's done. But it's already been such a stressful morning, you guys. I feel a lot better than I did when I first woke up this morning. But I just don't feel good. My head just is not how it normally is. Like, I normally wake up in a fairly decent mood every single morning. When I dropped Heath off for work this morning, I felt horrible, and I started bawling uncontrollably, just all of a sudden. No, I'm not pregnant. There's no possible way I could be. But it's like my emotions are just all over the place today. I feel like I could just break out in tears right now, and I have no idea why. Like, I really have no idea why. But like I said a little while ago, I'm very thankful that I am in this place in my recovery and in my sobriety where when things like this happen and I wake up in a horrible mood and it's already been a stressful day and it's only 8 o'clock right now, I just am very thankful that I don't turn back to my old ways of thinking and dealing with those feelings by just covering them up. And so now I have to deal with those. I have to deal with those emotions, those issues, and I have to deal with them like a normal person would. And it's hard. It really is hard when you're used to covering up every single emotion and problem you have with drugs. It's hard to make your brain switch back to, no, you don't need that to survive. No, you don't need that to go throughout your day. No, you don't need that to deal with your problems. You need to deal with your problems, and you need to get through your day. And you don't have to do it alone. God can help you. But I know there's a lot of people out there that don't have a relationship with God or a higher power or whatever you believe in. And that's totally okay. That's your prerogative. But just coming from someone that has been in that life for 12 years. Yeah, I was counting my fingers. 12 years. It helps to give your problems to someone mightier than you, because it just helps, so you don't have to always carry it on your shoulders. But yeah, like I said, I'm just thankful that we are in this place in our sobriety where we can actually deal with problems and move forward and not backtrack and backslide and just cover, bury. Where's Sissy? There he is. I love you, baby. Oh, God knew that we needed these two babies. It breaks my heart all the time to know and just look back on, like, the stuff that Gracie and Jonathan went through and how we were back then. And I know Jonathan was old enough and still is old enough to, like, remember and stuff like that. And I pray that Gracie doesn't really remember a lot of the stuff that she went through when she was younger, just like me not being there, her going back and forth between my house and her dad's house before she couldn't go over there anymore. But it just, and I know there's probably people that can relate that have kids that were there during your drug use, and you have kids now that, you know, haven't ever really seen that side of you, and it's a lot of guilt, I feel like, that I feel from that. Just, you know, why couldn't I wake up back then? You know, why wasn't Gracie and Jonathan enough for us to stop and wake up? And it's a lot of stuff, it's a lot to deal with, but you can't think and dwell on the past, because if you are living and thinking about the past, there's no possible way that you can move forward and be an amazing parent, brother, mom, sister, wife, cousin, whatever it may be. You have to move forward. You have to forgive yourself, and you have to know that they love you no matter what, and they'll always love you. So just try to remember that if you have those feelings that I have, like if you have older kids that were there during your drug use and you have all this guilt, just remember, Levy's about to fall. No, ma'am. Just remember to give yourself some grace, forgive yourself, and kind of move forward, like away from feeling that, because feeling that is a way to relapse. It's a very big trigger, I feel like, for a lot of people, thinking of like, oh, you know, like, I was such a horrible person back then. Like, have I really changed? Maybe I haven't. And then you go into relapse. So just try to remember to not live in the past. Always remember your past. Remember where you came from. Remember what you've been through. But don't live there. Live in the present with your family, with your kids, because they've missed you for so long. And if you are still in addiction and you are struggling to get out, I promise you, reach out for help. The first step is admitting that you have a problem and that you are an addict and that you need help and that you can't do it on your own. And once you take that first step and you're ready to become sober, it's not going to ever work if you are made to get sober. You have to want to do it yourself, because if you don't, you're not doing it for the right reasons. You're doing it for somebody else. And you have to get sober for yourself first, and then deal with everything that you've done while you weren't sober. But I promise you, reach out to me, reach out to Heath. We are always here to talk, to help, to give any kind of advice that we can give, just anything that we've been through. If you're in a similar situation, you know, ask us a question, private message us, look us up on Facebook or Instagram, and, you know, PM us. That's one of the reasons that we are here, is to help. So if you are in addiction or you're struggling right now and you feel like you want to relapse, reach out to someone. Reach out to someone that you know you can trust, someone that you know isn't going to degrade you and make you feel like even a worse person, because I know how that is too. And if you're still in addiction and somebody makes you feel like that, all it's going to want to do is make them use again. It's because it's going to make them feel horrible. And when they have feelings, what do we do with our feelings if we're in addiction? We cover them up with pills or whatever your choice of drug was. You are going to cover it up with that. So try to remember that. If you are a loved one of an addict, kind of try to remember that degrading them, putting them down, isn't going to help anything. I know that you're going to want to, especially, you know, someone you love is hurting you so much. You want to be like, what are you doing? You know, like, gosh, you're such a piece of crap. Like, I've been there. Like, I know that. And I've said that to people. You know, like, after I got off of, like, right when I got sober, you know, I have people in my family that are still on drugs, and, like, I still had that mindset of they're pieces of crap. You know, they're never going to change. But that was me, you know, and now I pray for them, and I just pray that they can get out before it's too late. So that was kind of all over the place. I know, hopefully Heath can edit it to make it sound good. But if you guys want to check us out on our live that we did last night, I'll have Heath link her down below, like in our description, and then I'll have her put her name on the screen, so you know where you can find it. Go subscribe to her. She's freaking awesome. I love her. Like, just by watching her videos, like, before, like, we talked to her, I was like, I'm gonna like her. And then when we got on and talked last night, I knew it from the beginning. She's awesome. So, and she goes live she has went live every single night for this past week. So she's got a week's worth right now of, like, kind of like testimonies, I would say. But she goes live all the time. So go check her out. Go to her channel. Check her out. Because we had such a good time doing that last night. But anyways, I'm going to wash my face, do my morning routine with my studies and stuff. And Ramsey's quiet as ever, quiet as a mouse. So maybe he fell back asleep because he didn't go to bed till after midnight last night for some reason. I don't know why. He went up to his bedroom at 8:30, 8:45, and we had to go up there 3 or 4 times. And then at 12, he woke back up and was crying. And then he woke up at 6 o'clock this morning. What? Why?
What's up, Burns fam? Guys, everybody's so exhausted.
Brittany's already asleep. She has not felt good all day. I'm going to close the lawn again tonight. Still editing right now. I had a lot of tree footage today to put in there, so like a couple hours of tree footage, which I'm so excited about the GoPro. Hope y'all enjoy the tree footage. Make sure and let us know, stuff like that. Leave a comment and make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share the video. And also, recently saw another YouTuber named Jessica Kent that says stay safe and stay sober at the end. And we didn't even realize that. So we're definitely not trying to copy her. So until tomorrow, stay strong, stay smart, and stay sober.
Now is my time to shine. When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others doubt and out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, yourself is your toughest opponent. When your moment comes, grab hold and own it. Never let go, stand tall and hold tight. Overcoming obstacles is the objective in life. Doubters all the night, and unto them you shine bright. Cause inside your head, on goes the light. Ignite.